The Distinguished Friend of Africa, Engineering Award, Platinum, Gold, and Silver. This award is in recognition of your effort towards advancing engineering education and practice in Africa and unwavering support for the FAEO Platinum Awardee, Dato Chua Heante. Ing Academician Emeritus Professor Tan Sri Dato Siri Dr. Dr. Chua was the president of University Tunku Abdul Rahman in Malaysia from 2008 to 2019. He is now an honorary professor of Beijing Technology and Business University and Foreign Distinguished Expert of China Association for Science and Technology. He is currently a member of the Malaysian Engineering Accreditation Council and Engineering and Technology Accreditation Council. He has received many awards locally and internationally for his research work and his outstanding contributions to the engineering profession, particularly in engineering education. 1999 Malaysian Torre Science Foundation Science and Technology Award, 2017 Outstanding Engineering Achievement Award by the ASEAN Federation of Engineering Organizations, 2019 FEIAP Engineer of the Year, 2019 WFEO Medal of Excellence in Engineering Education, and 2021 Chinese Government's Friendship Award. He is past president of ASEAN Academy of Engineering and Technology, the Federation of Engineering Institutions of Asia and the Pacific, Institution of Engineers Malaysia, and current chairman of FEIAP Standing Committee on Engineering Education, and co-chairman of the Africa, Asia, and the Pacific, AAP, Accord Engineering Education Council. He is Senior Fellow of the Academy of Sciences, Malaysia, Distinguished Honorary Fellow of IEM, Fellow of the Institution of Engineering and Technology, UK, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, USA, and the Electromagnetics Academy, USA. Gold Awardee, Dr. Yin Chin Tan. Earborn Dr. Tan Yin Chin is a professional engineer in Malaysia, also recognized as an APEC engineer and International Professional Engineer IPEA. He is Honorary Fellow of IEM, AFEO, and Fellow of AAET, AETDEW, and ICE UK. He was IEM President, 2016 to 18, and AFEO Secretary General. As Secretary General of FEIAP since 2007, he developed UNESCO-recognized accreditation guidelines, signed the AAP Accord with FAEO, expanded FEIAP membership, and established the NFTC in China. Dr. Tan co-founded G&P Professionals Engineering Consulting Group, contributing to major Malaysian projects and publishing over 100 technical papers. His leadership has significantly advanced the engineering community. Silver Awardee, Ang Seng Chuan Tan, Tan Seng Chuan. President-elect of World Federation of Engineering Organization, Emeritus. President of the Institution of Engineers, Singapore Managing Director of Tembusu Asia Consulting Pte. Ltd. Tan Seng Chuan holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Civil and Master of Science in Building Science from the National University of Singapore. He is a professional engineer, civil, and chartered engineer, environment and water, registered in Singapore, National Environmental Agency, accredited GHG Lead Verifier, GRI Certified Sustainability Professional, and a Senior Practicing Management Consultant. His professional experiences cover the sectors of sustainability, climate change, environmental, water, energy, built environment and infrastructure, chemical and petrochemical, oil and gas, and other industrial projects in the Asia-Pacific region. Tan is the Emeritus President of the Institution of Engineers, Singapore, where he served as President from 2006 to 2008. He also served as President of the Federation of Engineering Institutions of Asia and the Pacific from 2007 till 2011, Chairman of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC, Engineers Coordinating Committee, and member of the International Engineering Alliance, IEA, Governing Board. From 2015, to 2019. Presently, he serves as chairman of the Chartered Engineering Board, Singapore, and president-elect of the World Federation of Engineering Organization. Special Presidential Award for the African Engineering Week establishment. This is in recognition and honor to the African Engineering Week founders who played a pivotal role in shaping the remarkable initiative of an African Engineering Week. We honor their vision, leadership, and dedication to FAEO in establishing the African Engineering Week as a premier platform for engineering excellence and collaboration across Africa. Engineer Dr. Yashin Bridgemohan, Engineer Valerie Agbaragba, Engineer Martin Manua, Engineer Marwan Abdelhamid, Engineer Mustafa B. Shehu, Engineer Rovani Sigamone. Yashin Bridgemohan. Yashin Bridgemohan is an engineering education faculty at Utah State University and a licensed engineer in South Africa. He completed his doctoral studies specializing in engineering education research, his master's degree in engineering management, and his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Beyond his industry experience, Yashin Bridgemohan is known for his thought leadership in STEM education and capacity building. His area of expertise is in policy and regulation, experiential and workplace learning, global competencies, and educational system design. His contributions have spanned primary and secondary schools, universities, and industry educational systems. He spearheaded the development of engineering and business programs as founding Executive Dean of Business, Engineering, and Technology at Monash, South Africa, and as head of the school at the EAL Corporate University. Internationally, he is currently chair of the Africa-Asia-Pacific Accord, board member of the UNESCO International Center for Engineering Education, chairperson of the Engineering Education Committee of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, and founding chair of the Africa Engineering Education Forum Executive Committee. He also served as vice president of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, in WFEO, chair of chairs of the 10 Technical Standing Committees, WFEO, founding chair of the UNESCO Africa Engineering Week, chairperson of Engineering Capacity Building Committees, Africa and Global, and chair of the American Society of Engineering Education Student Division. He is passionate about the development of people with a focus on access and diversity. Engineer Mrs. Valerie Ifueko Agbaragba, FNSE. Agbaragba, FNSE, is the General Manager, Renewable Energy Department of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, Abuja, Nigeria. She has over 30 years of professional engineering practice as a quality control and power engineer. She has been responsible for the deployment of solar solutions to unserved and underserved communities in Nigeria and is presently involved in the planning and development of a 1,000 megawatt peak utility-scale solar plant. Engineer Agbaragba, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, is a past president of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, past vice president, Nigerian Society of Engineers, and a past vice president, chair of the Committee for Women in Engineering of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, WFEO, and Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO. Engineer Agbaragba, with a Royal Academy, UK, grant-led research on the statistical data for women in science and engineering in Nigeria, Malawi, and Rwanda. She was profiled in Rising to the Top, Global Women Engineering Leaders, Volume 2 by International Federation of Engineering Education Societies and Global Engineering Deans Council. Valerie, a recipient of various awards, has served in various engineering innovation and professional development committees. In addition to her work, she continuously advocates gender balance, mentoring in the workplace, and building the next generation of engineers and scientists. Martin is a past president of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO. He is a vice president of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, WFEO, and chair of its Capacity Building Technical Standing Committee since 2019. He is a past chairman of the Engineering Council of Zimbabwe, ECZ, and past president of the Zimbabwe Institution of Engineers, ZIE. He is the founding president of the Southern African Federation of Engineering Organizations, SAFEO. He also is a founding member of the Asia-Africa-Pacific Accords Engineering Council. Martin is the managing consultant of the Zimbabwe Africa Infrastructure Development Group, ZAIDG, a company that specializes in engineering procurement and construction project management, EPCM, and consulting engineering. ZAIDG works with Hatch Africa Pty Ltd in Africa to deliver infrastructure solutions in the power industry, mining, and public arena. He is an energy expert and consultant engineer with an honors engineering degree and a master's in business administration. He is a member of various boards in Zimbabwe and abroad. He is the chairperson of the Chinhoyi University of Technology Council and the Zisco Steel Board. He is actively involved in the preparations of the SADC Trade in Services Strategy, the UN Summit of the Future, and the UNECA Africa Sustainable Development Goals, dashboard series of activities. He is a fellow of the African Scientific Institute, ASI, a fellow of the Academy of Engineering and Technology of the Developing World, AETDW, a foreign fellow of the ASEAN Academy of Engineering and Technology. He has been felicitated and honored by many engineering institutions in the world, most notably in Zimbabwe, as ZIE Lifetime Achievement Awardee for 2023, ZIE SKF Service to Engineering, and India as a Global Engineering Excellence winner. He was also awarded for service to the World Federation of Engineering Organizations as the chair of the Standing Technical Committee on Anti-Corruption. Marwan Abdelhamid, civil engineer, General Secretary of the General Union of Palestinian Engineers, GUPI, in Palestine. President, Federation of Arab Engineers, 1987 to 1989. He was advisor to the Algerian Minister of Housing, a member of the Council of Arab Ministers representing Palestine, permanent representative of Palestine in the United Nations Organization for Human Settlements, technical advisor to late President Arafat, Deputy Minister of Housing in the Palestinian Authority, Ambassador of Palestine to Greece, technical advisor to President Abbas, and President of Palestine Mortgage and Housing Corporation. Mustafa B. Shehu was president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers 2012 to 2013 and is past president of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO. He studied electrical engineering in Nigeria and started his career with the 1,320 megawatt Lagos thermal station, Egbin. He was appointed to the Kano State Rural Electricity Board as a senior engineer, where he rose to the position of assistant director in 1998, following which he established with colleagues MBS Engineering Limited. The company has expertise in electrical and mechanical engineering services, power engineering, as well as oil and gas engineering. Mustafa participates actively in the activities of professional and business associations. He is a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, as well as fellow of the Solar Energy Society of Nigeria. Mustafa was elected to the position of president-elect at the Federation's General Assembly in San Jose, Costa Rica, in March 2022, and became president of WFEO at the General Assembly in Prague, Czech Republic in October 2023. Dr. Martin Van Vielen, PR Eng Certified Environmental Assessment Practitioner, PhD, Aquatic Health, M. Eng, Water Utilization, BSc Eng Civ. Dr. Van Vielen has a total of 47 years of experience in engineering, environmental management, and project management. He He is the Environmental Control Officer for various construction projects. He is currently the technical team leader for the implementation of a river management system for the Crocodile River West in South Africa. Dr. Van Vielen is a past president of the South African Institution of Civil Engineering, a past president of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, and was the chair of the working group on the Global Infrastructure Report of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations. Rovani Sigamoni is a chemical environmental engineer from South Africa who started in the platinum refinery mining sector and then moved on to researching bioenergy systems and biofuels for Africa. She joined UNESCO HQ in Paris, France in 2007 in the natural sciences sector and later ran the chemistry program and International Year of Chemistry 2011. She thereafter took over the UNESCO engineering program, working with international partners and program experts to strengthen engineering education through curricula development, hands-on training, and capacity building. In line with UNESCO's global priorities on Africa and gender equality, it focuses on women and Africa. Rovani is passionate about women in engineering and encouraging more youth to pursue careers in engineering and STEM. Now, as part of the education team in Harare, Rovani is excited to be continuing with girls in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, and also adding to her portfolio by working on higher education, TVET, climate change and disaster risk reduction education, and early childhood development. She has contributed to published articles on life cycle assessment, engineering education, and girls in STEM. Rovani coordinated the second engineering report, one of UNESCO's flagship publications, entitled Engineering for Sustainable Development, printed 10 years after the first one, which was published on World Engineering Day in 2021. Rovani previously worked in Brazil, USA, and Ireland. Before joining UNESCO, she worked at the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, Paris on a biofuels strategy, and then at the Wuppertal Institute of Climate Change in Germany on a policy document for the European Parliament on the security of energy supply. Rovani has a degree in chemical engineering from South Africa and a master's in business, with a thesis on women in engineering from the United Kingdom. Distinguished Service to FAEO and Engineering in Africa Award. In recognition of exemplary leadership, commitment, and dedication to ensuring sustainability and excellence in engineering capacity building in Africa. This award goes to Engineer Martin Manua. Martin is a past president of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO. He is a vice president of the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, WFEO, and chair of its Capacity Building Technical Standing Committee since 2019. He is a past chairman of the Engineering Council of Zimbabwe, ECZ, and past president of the Zimbabwe Institution of Engineers, ZIE. He is the founding president of the Southern African Federation of Engineering Organizations, SAFEO. He also is a founding member of the Asia-Africa-Pacific Accords Engineering Council. Martin is the managing consultant of the Zimbabwe Africa Infrastructure Development Group, ZAIDG, a company that specializes in engineering procurement and construction project management, EPCM, and consulting engineering. ZAIDG works with Hatch Africa Ptile Ltd in Africa to deliver infrastructure solutions in the power industry, mining, and public arena. He is an energy expert and consultant engineer with an honors engineering degree and a master's in business administration. Meritorious Service Award, in appreciation for years of outstanding service, dedication, and support to the Federation of African Engineering Organizations. Engineer Nathaniel Matalanga, Engineer Abel Ngandu, Irfils Kazadi Nkashamba. Kazadi Nkashamba Fils is a Congolese nationality. He, the current president of FAEO, engineer. Kazadi is always available and faithful to serve continent in the field of engineering. This award goes to Engineer Nathaniel Matalanga, CE-FIEK-OGWN. Nathaniel Matalanga attained a Bachelor of Science degree, Civil Engineering, in 1989 from the University of Nairobi, UON, Kenya. He is a registered structural engineer with over 35 years' experience in structural engineering design of buildings and surrounding infrastructure. He is a former president of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, IEK, having served the institution as president, 2020 to 2023, honorary secretary, 2015 to 2020, ordinary council member, 2014 to 2015. He serves at the Executive Council of World Federation of Engineering Organizations, the WFEO, 2019 to 2027, and Treasurer of the World Council of Civil Engineers, WCCE, 2022 to 2025. He is a Fellow of the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, Fellow of Architectural Association of Kenya, Engineers Chapter, Member of Uganda, Institution of Professional Engineers, Member of Institution of Engineers Rwanda, Registered Engineer, Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda, former Registrar at Architectural Association of Kenya, 2013 to 2017, and former Chairman of Architectural Association of Kenya, Engineers Chapter, 2007 to 2013. He has hands-on experience in designing and implementing schemes in the Horn of Africa and the Great Lakes region, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Kenya, Sudan, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Somalia. He has actively participated in the East African Federation of Engineering Organizations, EAFEO, and Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO activities, being chair of FAEO Nominations Committee. FAEO Award for supporting institutions to FAEO, Financial and Advisory. This award is in recognition of the exceptional institutional competency, support, and commitment to promoting financial literacy and enhancing the overall sustainability and growth of the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, Engineering Institution of Zambia, EIZ, Institution of Engineers, Rwanda, IER, Institution of Engineers, Kenya, IEK. The Nigerian Society of Engineers is the umbrella organization for the engineering profession in Nigeria. The society looks after the professional needs of members through well-structured programs and regular interactions among the different cadre of membership, enhancing high professional standard and ethical practices. The organization was founded on the 16th of February, 1958 major challenge by a group of young Nigerian graduate engineers and students in the UK. The society was inaugurated at the Nigerian House in London. The objective of the society is to promote the advancement of engineering education, research, and practice in all its ramifications. Naturally, this is with a view to maintaining and enhancing the professional capabilities of its members so as to better equip them to fulfill the needs of the profession for the good of the public and the nation of large. The society hosts the FAEO Secretariat and has been very supportive in the running of the Secretariat. Award for Most Outstanding Committee. This award is in recognition of your exceptional commitment, dedication, and effectiveness of the committee, which has significantly elevated the reputation and prestige of FAEO. Awards Committee, FAEO AC. Nominations Committee, FAEONC. FAEO Staff Award. The is in recognition of hard work, commitment, dedication, and loyalty to work. This award goes to Engineer Teresa Nguer Nyeka. Engineer Mrs. Teresa Nyeka, a civil engineer, holds a master's degree in geotechnical engineering. She is a corporate member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, and is registered with the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN. Additionally, she serves as a principal administrator, staff for the NSE. From 2016 to 2023, engineer, Mrs. Nyaka successfully managed the office of the Women in Engineering Committee for both the World Federation of Engineering Organizations, WFEO, and the Federation of African Engineering Organizations, FAEO. Currently, she is serving temporarily as the admin of the FAEO Secretariat.